Good morning, world. Good morning, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys for joining me today for another video. Okay, so obviously, as you guys can see, I'm coming to you from the newly improved and cleaned out garage. I know a couple of the trolls in the video a while back really hated on how messy my garage was, but guess what? So did I. Hated on it too. So finally did something about it and I cleaned it out. So next, probably be an epoxy on the floor, a working garage door opener, and then, you know, maybe we'll repaint it, make it more detailing friendly. But that's not what this video is about. Obviously, if that was what the video was about, that would be part of the title and the thumbnail. But obviously today, we're gonna be giving you guys some first impressions. Well, I can't exactly say first impressions because I've had these for a little while now. It's just been kind of cold here in the state of Florida, so haven't really been able to give you guys my impressions. But for the context of the video, first and driving impressions of my new rear tires. Okay guys, so on the Hellcat right now, in the rear anyway, I've got a set of some General GMAX RS summer tires. Now obviously, like I said before, it's been kind of cold in Florida, so summer tires on them haven't really been able to give you guys the best driving reviews for the tires. But if it goes to show anything, I've got the rears on now. I'm on my way to order some fronts right now. So in the realm of cheap tires or affordable tires, when we're all looking for some new meats on the front and the rears, do these General GMAXs stand up to the test of daily driving a Charger Hellcat? So let's jump in the Charger and I'll give you guys my driving impressions. Cut to, we're inside the Charger now. So, as I previously mentioned, obviously, I couldn't really get a good driving impression for you guys because when I put these tires on, granted, it was actually pretty warm outside, but then as soon as I got back from my trip to Atlanta, which if you haven't seen that video, go check it out now. I'll put a little card in the top right-hand corner of your screen so you can check that out. But when I got back from my trip to Atlanta, we got a pretty big cold front here in Florida. So unfortunately, all that happened there was, you know, I pretty much had to daily drive it as I normally do and just park it, and that was about it. Couldn't really give you guys a good driving impression of these General GMAXs. But now, we still kind of got a cold front, but some of our days like today have gotten a little bit warmer. So I can still give you guys my initial driving impressions of these General GMAXs. So like I said before, these are General GMAX RSs. They are 275s on the rear, and I'm gonna tell you why I went with 275s right now. So if you haven't gone around looking in the tire market, at least for these cars, 285s and 295s, which I was trying to go for a 285 or 295, the market for them for these wheels on these specific cars is a little bit like slim to none. Either you're gonna go with stock 275s, or you have a bigger wheel, or probably not the safest option, on the stock wheels for the Mopars, you put 305s and 315s on them already. So one, I wasn't gonna put an unsafe tire width, which really wasn't gonna get me any good traction if it was too big for the wheel anyway, because there wouldn't be enough rubber hitting the ground. So one, I wasn't gonna do that. If you went with a 285 to a 295 for a more popular tire, instead of with 275s and 305s, instead of how their prices generally vary and how the prices can be fairly affordable, if you go for 285, 295, all of a sudden, because the market's so low for them, the prices hike up exponentially for that. So one, like I said before, didn't want to be unsafe about it, and two, I'm pretty cheap, so I kind of didn't want to put the 285s, 295s. If it's gonna spike up my price like $150 to $200, that's just, in my opinion, that's not worth it. So pricing wise, as I said before, these definitely fall into the cheapo / affordable tire market. These tires a piece from my discount, my local discount tire, were $136 a piece. Add in taxes and the cost of mounting and balancing from my local discount tire, and all in all, I got these two installed in the rear for about $435 to $445, somewhere around there. So after a little while of talking to my associate at Discount Tire, he informed me that General is a pretty damn good company because they're owned by Continental, which I did not know that. And when I first started looking at tires, the one tire that I really wanted was the Continental Extreme Contact Sports. But $360 for one tire? Come on, man, like that's a little wild and outrageous. So I can say off the lot that when I did give it a little bit of beans, fresh put on, this car did hook fairly well for having 618 horsepower to the rear wheels. Getting on the highway now, as I said before, I'm definitely going to be ordering the fronts today for the Charger because these front Pirellis definitely need a swap out as well. Okay, so highway driving. First impressions, I can definitely tell you guys that it feels like a smooth ride in the rear. I don't hear too much tire noise. I actually hear more tire noise from the Pirellis, but we're fixing that already as we speak. But I don't hear too much tire noise. I don't hear too much road noise from the back. And getting onto on and off ramps is actually pretty simple, but I've had these tires on for about 1,500 miles at this point. And I can definitely say, I had to say what's up to my Viper buddy. Oh, we got one! We got one, baby! Yeah! That Viper's definitely got something tuned in it because that thing was keeping up with me for at least those 2 gear pulls. But as I was saying, I've had these tires on for about 1,500 miles, and so far, so good. I've experienced in the couple of times, as I've said, when it has been warm and I've given the car a little bit of power to the rear, I can't say I've had any breakout. When actually I noticed a lot with the Pirellis, even brand new, they definitely broke traction a lot more than I really wanted them to. Now, before everybody jumps down my throat, you know, oh, the Pirelli's a super high performance racing tire and blah, blah, blah. I know that. I had Pirellis on my Ducati 1199 and I had the same problem. They are very soft, they are very sticky, but under general driving and daily driving conditions, of course, they are not the best tire for the job. So when I was initially looking for a tire, as I said before, I wanted something that was better for daily driving. I wanted something that was better for daily driving conditions. And also, I wanted an affordable tire. Okay, and a little bit more fun here. Let's do a little 60 roll in Mexico, of course. Planted the rear. Absolutely planted. For a $136 tire, let me tell you what. This is the same thing that happened as soon as I drove off the discount tire lot. Hit it, let the computer do the downshift, and these rears just planted, man. Obviously, these aren't like some sort of drag radial tires. These aren't a Mickey Thompson, anything like that. But for $136 a tire, they definitely plant a lot better than I'd expected. All right, let's give her another go ahead. This is from 55. Planted. The rear is just planted. I know I need gas if you guys are really eagle-eyed and paying attention. But the rear is just planted. Now, obviously, I still have the stock Pirellis on the front, so taking turns, probably I'm not going to get the best impression of them. Maybe if I gave it gas coming out of a turn, I'd probably get a better impression. But for now, we'll save that for when I put the fronts on, which are ordered and should be coming in the next couple days. But anyway, everybody, my overall impressions and overall driving impressions of the General GMAX RS are pretty good. All right, everybody, that about wraps it up for my first, or the first that I could give you guys, impressions and driving impressions of the General GMAX RS. So, what do I think? Like I said, in the scale of affordable tires and everyday/daily driving tires, I definitely think these are a top contender to put alongside with your Toros, with your Firehawks, with your Lexani tires, with all of the quote-unquote cheap market tires that everybody looks out for just for a good daily driving tire, and with a slight hint of performance added to it. I definitely think the General GMAX RSs are something to look into, especially, like I said, if you're trying to save a buck and you want just, you know, at least some good road performance. Now, I haven't taken these to the track yet. I plan to at some point, but when we do that, I'll get back with you guys. I'll let you guys know how they perform. So, obviously, if you like this video, hit that like button, give me a thumbs up. If you know of any better tires, or if you think you're gonna try these out, or if you have General GMAXs on your car already, it doesn't have to be a Mopar. If you have General GMAXs on your daily driver, or your sports car, or your daily/track car already, let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you think about them. Or if you've had a bad experience, let me know what you think about that as well. But with that, this video's over. I'm gonna get out of here, grab some lunch. So you guys take care. I'll see you in the next one, YouTube. All right, coming out from a stop. Let's see how they perform. Phew. planted. The back is planted.